Welcome to Is It ADHD or Life? A couple's perspective, where we unravel what it's like to live with ADHD within a relationship. And this week we're asking the question, is it ADHD or is social media addictive? And we're going to try and unravel some tips and hints for Adam.
I didn't know we were starting now.
Straight into it this week. Straight into it. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. How's the 2 weeks been?
I think it's been a roller coaster over 2 weeks. Mm-hmm.
Right, okay.
I disagree.
I've not really... I can't think of anything bad that's happened, really.
I just think the first week we were doing so well and we were on it. And
sorry. So, yeah.
And then the second week, my biscuits came back and then the mood just felt plummeted.
And I refused to buy you biscuits. A couple of times you said to me, "Will you pick me some biscuits up?" And I was like, no, I'm not being responsible for that. And
You're not my real mum.
But I knew what it did to you. And
yeah.
Obviously now we've got the problem that you've hurt your back.
I'm in a lot of pain this morning. In fact, can you pass me the... No.
And I keep looking at you because I don't know when to... I want to laugh sometimes. Like this morning you made a funny dance move like while you were getting up.
This morning I had to lie down to put my socks on. I don't think it's funny.
So do you know, when you said to me I had to lie down to put my socks on, and I was like, why is that? Because you know where I went with my head? That you'd put too much weight on it, you couldn't do it anymore.
Ouch! Wow.
I know you haven't, but that's where my head went at first.
Ow.
That's why.
You expect me just to carry on the next hour on this podcast knowing that fat turn the cameras off.
But that was why I asked why.
Wow.
And then when you said my back, I was like, oh yeah, that's still there. I thought it had maybe cured itself overnight.
I'd really hurt my back. Take a lot of painkillers this morning and it's still very sore.
I know. Oh, shut up. We're not having that the whole time. Okay, so let's get straight into it. So this week, we're going to look at social media versus ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you gave me a choice, didn't you? And I picked this one.
Yeah, there was a choice of 10.
Yeah.
You picked this one. I don't know why you would pick this one.
I picked this one because I feel like there's a lot to say about it. And I feel like... when we threw the word addiction into it as well, it screams you. So I thought, let's unravel that.
Okay.
So I've made a little plan.
Of course.
Myself.
Mm-hmm. All by no AI?
No AI.
Oh, well done.
Okay. So let's start. So I've got a little bit of a description to start off with, like we always do. Okay. So social media and smartphones can exacerbate. Is that right? Exuberate ADHD symptoms in adults, particularly those related to inattention and impulsivity. Excessive use can contribute to addiction-like behaviours, making it difficult to focus on tasks and manage daily activities. While social media may not directly cause ADHD, it can worsen existing symptoms and create new challenges.
Okay.
So that was a good kick-off to start us off. Tell me what you think of that statement.
I think... No, I'm a social user.
A social abuser?
Yeah, it's all true.
Yes, okay. So let's start with then, why does social media feel so addictive for ADHD brains? Probably
because it's amazing.
Tell me what kind of dopamine you get from it.
What kind of... There's so many different bits of it that are amazing.
Okay, like what?
There is...
give me some specifics.
There's the seeing what everybody's had for dinner.
Okay.
That's good. I get involved in that quite a lot.
Yeah.
I need to get my favourite out of the way. My favourite is when there's an argument going on and the argument is nothing to do with anybody or anything. I don't even know the people, but Angela's got 750 comments on her Facebook post and I've got to read every single one because I'm deeply involved.
So I wrote that in my notes actually about rabbit holes, and we'll come back to it I think when we talk about your personal experiences with it, social media, because wow, your level of rabbit hole is something else.
But you've got the other side of it as well. There's the side if you post things. I don't tend to post a lot on my personal page.
No.
But on business pages, there's the likes. There's the feeling when likes come in. And when you've went viral and get 18 likes, it's a good feeling.
So is that you seeking gratification, do you reckon?
The instant gratification,
yeah,
I like that. It's good because right away, you're getting instant feedback. People like this. And
I mean,
people like me.
Yeah, I like that. If I put, but I know that if I put a post out, say with like Theo on, I know that I'll get a lot of likes, and
You're
I'm like,
using your
yes,
baby. Is that
pretty
what-
much.
yeah.
Okay then, so let's look at what symptoms get elevated or exuberated.
I think we cut that word out. We don't use that word anymore.
I don't even know another word for it. Okay, so inattention.
Enhanced.
Oh yeah, enhanced. Well done. I thought I was the English teacher.
On the ball. It's the painkillers.
Do what?
It's the painkillers.
You're on cuckoo land. Okay, so the constant flow of information, notifications and social media can make it difficult for individuals with ADHD to focus on tasks and filter out irrelevant details. Talk to me about that.
Well, it's big it's big in our day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Where, something will catch my eye on. So notifications normally, and it can be a notification for anything comes up on your phone.
Yeah.
And I'll automatically go onto Facebook. For me, it's just Facebook.
That's your biggest.
Yeah, I don't do Instagram. I've tried, but I don't like it because there's not as many arguments. And it's all pictures. I like to read.
Okay.
Twitter, I would love to get into Twitter, and I've tried so many times.
X.
X, sorry. Love to get into X because I think that's.
I think you.
I would
really
love
like
it. I
that.
think
Yeah,
I would,
yeah.
but I've tried and I just can't get the hang of it. I don't know what's. So Facebook's massive for me, and it can take over. We can be in the middle of conversation, say, and I'll pick up my phone, and it doesn't matter if it's a WhatsApp that's come through. I'll read the WhatsApp and then just press Facebook, see what's happening.
Yeah, so you will go on your phone for something else, and then I will clock you, and you'll have Facebook up straight away.
Yeah.
Like, something. Oh, check this me on the web, on the internet, being the website.
On the web. Oh, no laughing so.
And then you will literally open Facebook right away.
That is my go-to.
Oh, you'll open Facebook before you even check that thing for me.
Yeah. It's every time I open my phone, I'll open Facebook. I don't. Addiction, maybe.
Okay, impulsivity. So the immediate gratification, impulsive nature of social media can trigger risky or unhelpful online behaviours, such as impulsive spending or posting problematic content. I don't think you would post problematic content.
No, I think I worry far too much about what other people think.
A
about me.
million %.
I would never even comment on anything. I would never.
No.
Nothing that's like we've just started a group for the podcast.
We have. What's it called? Real talk.
Yeah.
So
ADHD relationships unfiltered.
yes. Real talk, real life. So give it a like.
Yeah,
Okay, go on.
but. So even posting in that is difficult for me because we want it to be personal. Obviously, we talk personal stuff here, but just writing it down is difficult for me. So I'm not impulsive like that. I would never just say something off the cuff on Facebook.
You're a lurker.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, 100%.
Massive,
yes.
massive. What about the impulsive spending?
That gets me very badly.
So I think Facebook has it all for you because it's got the marketplace thing as well, and you love. Can't even exaggerate that anymore. Like we've discussed this a lot, but marketplace is massive for me, and marketplace changes with what you're going through at the time. Yeah.
Because when I was looking for vans, it was all vans.
Yeah.
When I was looking for candy floss machines, it's all candy floss. Now it's a mixture of bouncy castles, and I think we're back on cars.
Oh, right, okay. I didn't know that.
Oh, surprise.
What about an Omnia? Do they come up?
An Omni.
Oh, an Omni. Oh.
That stuff, no, I don't like that on Marketplace. But basically everything that we think of, it was podcast stuff for a bit. Remember I nearly got as a
mixing desk.
Like a loose woman desk for the conservatory.
Yes.
Marketplace is amazing, but I do a bad thing in Marketplace, and because of the impulsivity.
I think you message about 600 people. Is this still available?
Yeah.
And you never ever. You've
I'm
got
that
no
guy.
intention of buying.
No, I'm that guy, and I'm blushing a bit.
You are blushing, actually.
I hate that. I hate that I've admitted that. I hate being that person, but the impulsiveness, I want that right now, and it's normally 2:00 in the morning when I'm scrolling Marketplace.
Yeah.
And you're sleeping, so I don't need to worry about permission.
She was asleep. It's all right.
So I'll be like that £1,500 bounce castle. Is this still available?
it doesn't matter, we've got a wedding to pay for.
Then in the morning at 10 o'clock, they'll message back saying yes. No, oh, no, I don't want that anymore. No. So I'm that guy. And that's horrible.
And again, that's social media rearing its ugly head for you.
It is, yes.
Okay, hyperactivity. The urge to constantly check and respond to notifications, combined with a constant stream of stimulation, can contribute to restlessness and a feeling of being able to sit still. I wouldn't necessarily say it makes you restless.
No.
Maybe your fingers.
Yeah. Whoa! If anything, it's the opposite. I would just sit for a long time just scrolling and scrolling.
Yeah, it would keep you still, wouldn't it, I guess? Mm-hmm. Do you miss Tinder?
We spoke about that in the dating app. That was the ultimate. That was yeah. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And because of the hot women.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Okay, so addiction-like behaviours. So increased risk of addiction.
Uh-huh.
So studies have shown that individuals with ADHD are more prone to developing problematic social media use and dependence on smartphones. I think you depend on your phone, or maybe that to get that kick out of Facebook. I think you depend on that a lot.
Yeah, I would say so. But so let's compare it.
Okay.
What if you were told you weren't allowed to use your phone for the day? Whole day, put it in a drawer until the next morning.
So I think that looking back now, like old Donna, I think like 10 years ago, if you'd have said that to me, I'd have been like, absolutely not. But I think now, I don't know. I think I've got more things to take up my time, like the baby and looking after you, making coffee and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
But my back.
But then I watch TikTok quite a bit when I'm bored, or I don't really like. I will go on Facebook, and there's too much rubbish now of suggested stuff, which I'm not interested in. I don't really see people's posts anymore because all I see is Dull Men's Club or photo edit this person out, just random stuff that comes up.
You've just picked two of the best ones.
No, they are great groups, but I'm not part of them. But they come up on my feed all the time. That's not what I want. Or like slow cooker recipes, like.
See, I just join all of them.
Facebook is very different to what it was 5 years ago for me.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be bothered if I got rid of it.
No,
I don't go on Marketplace, really.
No.
In fact, I went on it this morning in the car to look at Sculliers, but that was it.
But that's because you judge Marketplace.
No, I don't.
You judge Marketplace.
No, I don't judge it. There's stuff I've bought off Marketplace.
No,
that
if
you
I've
suggested,
sent you the link.
yeah. But I don't judge it. There's just certain things that I would rather not buy on Marketplace.
Oh, like, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because I'll take it too far and want to get like mattresses off Marketplace.
Yeah. But then there's like, so I prefer Instagram over Facebook. But then again with Instagram, I just come nosy at people's pictures. But I would just look at stories. I don't really scroll.
See, I would say you're on Instagram as much as I'm on Facebook.
I don't. We'll have a look at the facts and figures, shall we, in a bit? Difficulty with regulation. So individuals with ADHD may struggle to regulate their social media use and may find it difficult to detach from online activities. I think you've got that massive.
Yeah, it's... Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. It also goes into things like potential for misunderstanding, like misdiagnosis and stuff like that. So I think we'll leave that one for a little bit. Oh, go on.
No, it was quite interesting that this morning when I went to do my research 20 minutes before we left, I typed into YouTube, which YouTube I think we can cover as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I typed into YouTube ADHD and social media, and all it came up with was how social media has changed ADHD. So that's us back to being TikTok diagnosed, isn't it? Like myself.
Well, it says here, the increasing amount of ADHD-related content on social media may lead to some wrongly believe that they have the condition, potentially leading to unnecessary treatment or self-diagnosis. So like how you hold your pen.
Yeah. I've got a new one. Do you want it now?
Yeah, go on.
Right. Have you ever seen that if I'm going to sleep or if I'm relaxing on the couch or anything, and I don't think you will have, it might be an old thing, but I'll put my hand up in the air.
No.
So sometimes I'll do that if I'm lying on the couch and I'll put my hand up in the air. And I've done it for years, and I've done it when I was a child, and that means I've got ADHD.
Just
how's his
having a
face?
look
Has he
at
got it?
Yeah,
He does
I've
it.
produced it. Yeah.
See, if you relax with your hand up in your ADHD.
God, I'm surrounded.
So, but
It's not relaxing.
it is. We'll try it. We'll show you when we get
Oh,
back.
you will, you both? Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean when we go back for the afternoon nap, when we're sort of lying on separate couches, put your arm up in there. It's good.
Okay.
But that is interesting. So you're big on TikTok, Instagram, more than Facebook.
Yeah.
Is any of your content that you get ADHD
Not
related?
really.
See, that's mental, because 90% of videos that I get on mine is ADHD.
And it's crazy because I handle the TikTok account.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got a TikTok, please go give us a follow.
Yeah.
I handle our TikTok account, and you would think that on my personal, more would come up about ADHD, but it doesn't. Don't really get any.
I get diagnosed
about
at least 10 times a day. About
Dead people.
yeah, oh, that's big. They are creepy.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
are creepy.
So, and the same with Instagram. I don't really get it, but then I also handle sometimes the Instagram account. So I don't know. It's weird,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it? 'Cause
strange.
It should.
Mine is 90. It's probably, let's say, 70% ADHD, 30% addiction. That is mad. The algorithm's got me down to a T.
That's Adam. And lastly, overestimation of symptoms. So individuals who consume a lot of ADHD-related content on social media may overestimate the prevalence and severity of ADHD symptoms in the general population.
Again, it's like if you sleep with your hand in there.
Yeah, you are.
But
you've
also,
got it.
since reading it, it's what we've said about people saying that this is a symptom of my ADHD, and
Yeah.
you're just taking the word for it. So
Yeah.
therefore, I would say that's made me more symptomatic.
Yeah, so like if somebody says like, "Oh, this is my symptom," you're like, "Oh, I do that." I
Yeah,
must have it.
yes, But I think the struggle for me with Facebook especially is I use it for work. I use it a lot for work.
Yeah,
So I've got 4 separate accounts now on Facebook.
yeah.
We've got the party, the quizzes, the ADHD page, and my personal page.
Yeah.
So
So don't start calling you Mark
Don't-
Mark Zuckerberg.
basically,
I didn't have it out.
but I'm away again. Sorry. Do you know how many, or roughly how many groups you're in on Facebook?
Oh, not very many.
Like
Can
roughly.
you see that?
There is a way to see it, but I think it would take too long.
Oh, right. No,
but-
I honestly, I don't really join groups.
No.
Not unless you've told me to.
Right. Okay.
So things like I'm from Wigan.
Yeah.
Like them kind of groups.
Not with that group. But that's what.
Oh, I like them. I like
that's
them.
because somebody will say I'm looking for a children's entertainer, so I'm on that group.
Oh, your groups.
Mm-hmm.
And oh.
Oh yes. How many?
All right, no. I would say there's probably about
Is
50.
it okay?
There's no number.
Okay.
I would say about 50.
Okay.
But I think that's a lot.
No. 326.
You can't
I'm
do.
in 326 groups.
Jeez, I'm definitely not in that. Oh my God, Adam.
But it's for different things. For work, for dumb men stuff, for ADHD stuff. I'm in a lot of podcast groups. I'm in a lot of groups. Never commented in any of them, but I'm in 326
And do you
groups.
read stuff that are in these groups?
Oh, very
Are
much
there any
so.
groups that you join just for the sake of joining?
So I'm in a lot of buy and sell groups because years ago that was a great way to
Alright,
get the
for the
business out. But I've not done that in a long time.
Right.
But I can't bring myself to leave those groups.
Why?
Because I want to know what's for sale in Tilsley. No, it's the effort to go in. I look at those 326 groups and I'm doing nothing about that, so it just sticks.
Yeah.
They don't show up in my feed much now. And
Right,
it's-
okay.
Yeah.
So let's, I think we've touched on it a little bit already, but like personally experiences. So do you think it's made your symptoms worse? Or do you think it does make your symptoms worse?
I was interested when you said this morning because I don't know about making it work. Well,
I think it does.
yes. Because stuff like time blindness, you can I'll say I'll have 5 minutes on Facebook.
So in the morning, when the kids are getting ready to leave,
Uh-huh.
you could be sat on your phone on Facebook, and it's like, yeah, we'll leave now, and then scrolling on Facebook, doom scrolling, and 5 minutes has gone by, and they're late.
I've been sleeping for at least 5 hours. There is a lot going on in that 5 hours on Facebook.
There is that. So there's a time blindness,
Yes.
but there's also the what's the word I'm looking for? Where you don't like your attention is gone. So what is that?
Inattentive, and I think it was on one notes that I've not looked at yet.
So I
cupboard.
I could be having a conversation with you, and
Procrastination? No. That's yeah, I know what you mean.
I could be having a conversation with you, and I will come to start a conversation with you, and you're on Facebook, and you'll be like, "What was that?" And I think to myself, if someone just started talking to you, like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong,
but Claire that I went to school with is just a parcel delivered. So I want to see what...
No, Claire that you went to school with has changed your name back to a maiden name, and now you're like, need to find out why.
Oh, I've done that.
So this is where rabbit holes comes in.
Yes.
So there will be an argument on Facebook, and I'll be like, let's have a few look at a few of these comments, and I'm like, done. You will need to find out who started the argument, was there any punches thrown.
I've got another bad one.
Oh, go on.
Sometimes I turn on notifications.
No! Actual?
For an argument between somebody that I've not seen in years and years and years. But it's getting so interesting, I'll turn notifications on.
Do you know what? Probably people that you don't even know as well.
No, and sometimes it isn't.
Because somebody that you went to school with has commented on this.
Yep.
So then the people that's having the argument, you don't even know.
No idea.
I remember a bad one. Somebody that you knew had died. Oh, no. You thought had died. And then that was it then. You went down a rabbit hole to try and find if they had died, how they died, when they died.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a different level.
Imagine if people could see what you done. If people could see what you done on Facebook, I wouldn't go on Facebook.
No, I
like imagine even if you could see what I had done on Facebook.
It took you a while for you to let me see your YouTube search history.
Oh, that's a really bad. I can't let people watch YouTube on my TV in the living room.
Yeah,
not my on my TV,
actually...
and I don't like. I don't like. We've had people around at the weekend and see the minute they say, "Oh, it happened on Saturday night."
Yeah,
somebody says, "Put that thing on YouTube," and I was like, "No, don't go on YouTube, because if you go on YouTube and you put this, as soon as you put in that search bar, your search history,
yeah.
I don't want. Nobody needs to see that."
I think it took you a while to let me see it.
Yeah, and that's the reason that you're not logged into my account and you don't need to see what I'm watching when you're sleeping. No, because that sounds terrible. Because it's like it's all like.
Why are you so embarrassed?
And this is why I won't let anybody see it. It's not even bad stuff. It's just stupid stuff and ridiculous stuff, and sometimes quite sick crime stuff.
Yeah. I just think with you, it's that level thing again, and it's like I'm like, they're arguing, or she's changed her name. Oh, I wonder why that is. I'll screenshot that and send it to my friend and be like, look at this. And whereas you will be like the inspector. But don't get me wrong, when we first met, I was Sherlock, finding out as much as I could about you.
Oh, of course, yeah. But do you know what? When we first met, and I don't think I've ever told you this before, and it was. We were sitting in your couch in your flat, and I noticed that you could type out full messages without looking at your phone. Like actual not looking at your phone, type out full messages and press send. I'm like, what have I got myself in for here? Because I then thought that you were going to be stuck to your phone 24 hours a day.
Right,
because you were that level.
Do you know what? Somebody else made a comment on that to me years ago once. The fact that, like, oh my God, you didn't even look up you didn't even look down at your phone.
No,
then.
How do you, like, you could hold a conversation and type a full message out and then send that.
It was my nan that said that. However, I used to.
I just done a bad face. I'm sorry.
Got my nan.
No, right, moving on.
I used to work on a web chat service. Okay. So that sounds wrong, doesn't it?
Big station.
So I used some keyboard, kind of like I'm quite familiar with. Then that has helped over time, I think. I wonder if I can still do that. I need to have a look.
But I thought that meant that you were going to be stuck to your phone all the time. That red flag.
It didn't stop you from going round, did it? Didn't stop you from putting a ring on it.
Oh.
Okay.
What
go
about
on.
YouTube? Does that count as social media?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And you're addicted to YouTube as well.
Yes.
You would watch YouTube over watching TV.
100%. Mm-hmm.
And there are certain things that I would watch on YouTube, like I've found like a live performance by someone and that kind of thing. But I don't really watch like you watch like little documentaries that people have made and stuff like that. I don't really do that.
And I love I keep talking about the algorithm. I love it. I love the fact that it kind of knows what mood you're in.
Yeah.
So I can put YouTube on and think, no, actually, I do want to watch that.
But is it not, that like if you watch one murder program, that's it. That's all they'll throw at you. Murder programs.
You don't understand me.
No, I don't. It could be anything but murder. Do you know what I mean?
No, I mean because if I watch one, then I want to watch them all.
Yeah. Auschwitz.
Until I've completed YouTube.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I love that. That's all it throws at me. What I don't like is Cocomelon.
Coco.
What I don't like is now that half of my recommended is the Wiggles and Cocomelon, and no, we need to set him up his own YouTube page.
YouTube for kids. It's interesting because Cameron is also a very big YouTube watcher. Do you think that comes from you, or do you think why do you think that is? Do you think it's a generation thing?
I think it's I would say I would put money on the majority of people now being, especially younger people, being YouTube over TV.
Yeah.
Because
whereas like Kayla, for example, would watch TV instead over YouTube.
Yeah. But I think it's just that instant. You know what you want to watch and you get it, or if you don't know what you want to watch, YouTube knows.
Okay, yeah,
it'll tell you. So I would never now. The past couple of nights I have, but very, very rarely would I put TV on and watch something in bed at night. It would always be YouTube.
I'm just interested to. I was just interested to know. Do you think it had come from you? Do you think it had come from his
peer group?
Yeah,
Is not what you were going for.
No symptoms.
I think the
like,
shorts
is it an ADHD
as well.
thing?
Well, he's right into YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. That
because it's just instant and short.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
No attention, constant. Laugh at that, constant. And remember when I didn't like watching. I wasn't keen on TikTok because you had to swipe at yourself.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then I showed you and you were like, this is a game changer.
The auto swiper. So since auto swipe came in, that's it. That's why that's the only reason I watch TikTok videos over Facebook videos. Otherwise I would just stick to Facebook. But it's the auto swipe.
Do you know what really upsets me? You don't listen to music in the shower anymore. You have
Watch
TikTok on, and it really upsets me. Because I used to like the show that you would put on by singing and stuff.
But TikTok's a bad one, because especially in the shower, because a lot of it's part 1 and part 2 and stuff. And TikTok is amazing for stories and gossip, and especially Scottish TikTok. Scottish TikTok is something else, and you get to know these people.
They're your friends.
But I'll struggle in the shower. Sometimes I've got to get out of the shower to find the next part.
I bought you a phone holder for the shower.
My phone fell the other day and I had a bad experience.
So you don't use it now?
No.
Good, because you won't break this one then. Okay. I believe you've got some research for us. Is that right? Or studies?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Done research.
So hit me with it.
And studies. 5 research facts about...
Oh my God.
Don't need that bit. Dopamine dysregulation. ADHD brains have lower baseline dopamine. I think we've covered that. Making the instant rewards of social media especially appealing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Increased... I've got exactly what you've spoke about.
Oh, sure. I thought you were going to have, for me, 60% of people.
60%? No. Negative impact on mental health. Excessive social media use is linked to higher rates of anxiety, depression and sleep issues in people with ADHD.
Interesting, because you might watch it before bed.
Yes.
And do you think it'll keep you up then?
Yes, I think Facebook does, but I need something on to fall asleep, which you know and love.
It's not too bad.
I need to have what used to be the TV on, but still majority the TV. Majority. But I've recently found that TikTok can be good for that as well, like just keeping it on. However, you fall asleep with your phone in your hand, watching it like that a lot.
Not a lot. Not a lot. A handful of times.
But and still in your hand. What do you watch? I think we've discussed a lot about me. What do you watch, Donna?
Sometimes I watch a bit of YouTube.
Yeah, what do you watch on YouTube?
Just videos.
What kind of videos put you to sleep, Donna?
Meditation videos.
No, it's not meditation, is it? Donna likes getting touchy on her face and ASMR. And
this is not.
Bubblegum. You're a freak. It's dirty.
It's not dirty.
Dirty.
Stop that. ASMR is not dirty.
It's dirty.
And I'm not here to discuss me. I'm here to discuss your ADHD, okay?
No. My ADHD does not like ASMR. I think it's dirty.
Cameron was doing ASMR.
Thank you for the cookies.
Ooh, tingles. So a handful of times I might have fell asleep with my phone in my hand.
You always fall asleep with your phone in your hand.
That's not always.
Shining torches and bubblegum.
It's not always. That's a lie, because I don't always watch something before I go to sleep.
Okay.
And that'll only be from a nap in the afternoon anyway. I generally don't watch ASMR at night. So, does it stop you from going to sleep? Or does it help
Facebook
you?
will, because of the content on Facebook.
Yeah.
It can go two ways. It can be very deep into an argument with something that, not that I'm into watching an argument unfold, or it can be a business thing. Something will give me an idea, and I'll think, oh,
and that's your rabbit hole.
And then I'm up for the night then thinking about, and I want to go downstairs, and I always want to go downstairs and do some work, never actually do it, but my mind goes into work mode and I start planning all sorts of stuff to do for work.
Did you forget about it the day after then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did you have any more?
Facts? No, these all seem rubbish. Social validation sensitivity. People with ADHD may be more sensitive to online feedback. I should have read these before. More sensitive to online feedback, likes, comments, which can feed into cycles of rejection, sensitivity, or low self-esteem. Yes.
Okay, so we've just put a competition out to on the ADHD page to win a book.
Yes.
Right. How do you feel that you've got 300 odd likes, was it?
439
likes on this post, but you've only got like 5 comments, and it's not the comment. They've not commented what you've told them.
Yeah.
So how does that make you feel?
So that specific one isn't really that's not a me thing.
Okay.
So that, I don't think that's, maybe it made me think I should have been clear on the post or whatever, but
okay.
No,
so you don't really get any rejection issues from that or anything?
Not in that one particularly, no.
Okay.
But in the group, yesterday, as I say, I put myself out there and I don't even think you've seen it.
Oh no, I have seen it, sorry.
Never commented though, did you?
I wasn't in my profile. I was, oh my God. No.
So if you put a post out like that and no likes or no comments or anything, then that's it. I'm never posting in that group again.
So I did the same thing. I put a post out and only you liked it, and it was about you. In fact, it wasn't even you. It was ADHD or Life that liked it.
Yeah.
So why didn't you like it?
No. But how does that make you feel? How do you?
Yeah, I was gutted.
But
a bit gutted, but I picked myself up and try again.
Yeah, I was a bit gutted and then never want to go on Facebook in my life again.
Yeah, see, that's the difference between us, isn't it? Like for me, it's just like, right, okay, what can I do different?
But at the same time, I think our best video on TikTok was the one of me dressed as a tree. Yeah. And absolutely loved that. What a feeling to get likes coming in. That is good.
Yeah.
So I think that's very. Would you no? But is it a level thing again? Because I know what you're like. If you put a picture out and you think, "Oh, I expected more than 12 likes," you've actually said those words.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm a bit like, but I get over it. I don't dwell on it.
No.
Like you do.
I think that's why it's been so difficult with the podcast. Putting ourselves out has been massive.
Yeah.
And putting it on social media. So I'm a bit scared. I've thought about this a lot. What if it starts it got a bit bigger, and people started with negative comments. Look how I've coped in the past.
Oh my God, with them trolls
Yeah.
the other week. I think you would retreat into yourself, and then it'd be over. The podcast would be done. See you, bye-bye.
You need a new co-host.
Sorry, I've got one. Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, so
I've got tips. Do you want tips?
no, not yet. No, thanks.
Okay. We do screen time yet?
Scream.
Screen.
Not just.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you. Who runs this podcast?
Sorry.
So I just want to make sure that we've covered things like why social media feels so addictive for ADHD brains. Social media is a coping mechanism. So I think that's a big one for you, especially boredom.
So I will use it, and I seen it this morning, to deal with social anxiety. And this is massive. So if I am in, obviously, a lot of time in work, I'll go to different places, and if I don't want to talk to people, I don't want to face people, then straight on my phone. And
Yeah, even like if you get there early and you think, oh, I'll go in and set up, but you don't, you'll sit on your car on TikTok. The impact of social media on focus and productivity. So I think your productivity could be better if you didn't scroll Facebook.
All right.
Social media and emotional regulation. So we spoke about that. And then, is it ADHD addiction or just modern life?
So this, as I said, that last thing about going onto my phone when would you not do that? So if you were in an uncomfortable situation, would you not go straight on your phone?
No, I think it's rude.
Oh.
I would think no, if we were in a group of people, you mean?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do it in a group of people.
I didn't think you would.
No. I mean, like, if I'm going into, so it's pubs. I'm going into pubs every
All right,
night.
yeah, if anyone wants to talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go on social.
Yeah.
It's funny because where's the line between normal use, problematic use, and how to spot the difference?
That could come up in a minute.
So let's do, now that's the perfect time for screen time. Okay, so we decided to check our screen time, didn't we, this morning? For last week. See what our top socials were and stuff. So my screen time was, I'm a bit embarrassed. Are we doing the average?
Sorry, I'm on Facebook.
Of course you are. Are you actually?
No, go on.
Are we doing the average?
I don't. Ours is different, isn't it?
Yeah, because I've got the better phone.
I have got total weekly hours.
Oh, right, total screen time for the hours last week.
No, sorry, average.
Right. So my average was 6 hours and 50 minutes. What's yours?
6 hours, 46 minutes.
No, that can't be right.
It is.
That can't be. No, I mean, like, mine must be wrong.
No.
Mine must be wrong.
But social, I think we might. Go on.
So my biggest was Safari, but we've discovered that I watch YouTube in Safari. So WhatsApp was
Coconut.
At least it's not porn. My biggest one was WhatsApp. Like under that.
How long were you on WhatsApp?
6 hours, 26 minutes.
You're bad on WhatsApp.
I have a friend that messages me all the time and we message each other. Oh my God. Our boss is now shocked and appalled. I don't think we'll be allowed back. TikTok, Facebook was 3 hours, Instagram was 3 hours, TikTok was 4 hours.
Okay.
Is that an average or is that over the whole week?
No, I think that's the whole week.
Oh, right, okay. I'm not, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I use WhatsApp a lot, though. I don't really message people. I WhatsApp a lot of people. So, and I'm in quite a few groups. So, I don't think that's too bad.
No. My WhatsApp was 3 hours.
Oh, but I'm more popular than you.
Yeah, and I don't tend to message people back.
you go and you pretend friends on Facebook. Right, go on.
TikTok, 6 hours, 43 minutes.
Woo! Okay.
What was yours?
4 hours.
Oh, what was your Facebook and Instagram?
3 hours, 16.
In the week?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
6 hours in the week?
3 hours in a week.
3 hours in a week?
Well, it must be because...
Oh, mine's is broke.
Go on, what's yours?
14 hours, 26 minutes.
Oh my God, what?
14 hours. And that's just Facebook. I like...
Was that your total screen time then, 28 hours?
No, that was my total social.
Total social is 28 hours?
Yeah. I've got a problem.
Oh my God, you're telling me.
But every time I pick up my phone, I go on Facebook and have a scroll. And plus, darts count as 7. I played darts last week for 7 hours.
I mean, I don't mind that because it means you've got a hobby.
14.5 hours. That's a lot of time on Facebook.
So do you know what my social is?
Go on.
I've just got my social now. So social altogether, 17 hours in total for the week.
Okay.
Average 2 hours 33 a day.
I don't think I can get average, but mine
You've not
was
got an iPhone.
28 hours. Yeah. Let's see, average.
FaceTime, 8 seconds. And I can put limits on mine. Maybe we need to limit yours.
So this, we'll get to that. Average is... have you got notifications a day?
No.
I get 80 notifications a day.
See, I turn notifications off for a lot of things.
I don't, because it's exciting.
You would have notifications for like some random shop that you've got on your phone, like Morrison's, like got some special deals. You don't even shop there.
Average social 4 hours, 6 minutes a day. But could I just say that I do a lot of work on Facebook, genuinely do a lot of work on Facebook.
Not to the extent of that, no.
A lot of the time I'm on Facebook to do with work. A lot. I would say 50-50.
No,
it's 50-50.
Absolutely, it's not.
It is
not.
50. I'm
It's
in
not.
all the groups, gathering work and business, very important business stuff.
Absolutely
and
not.
I'm in all the podcast groups that I watch. And I've got a problem.
Yeah, you have. So let's just very quickly touch on, very conscious of time, very quickly touch on my perspective. So, like, things like changing mood or behaviour. So I know a change in mood in you. I feel like there are times when you will come off Facebook and you'll feel excited. And you can see, I know that, but that's weird because it's because you might have seen something on, things like on Marketplace make you excited.
Yeah.
But then there are times when you'll come off and I think you miss that dopamine hit. So it almost like puts you in a bit of like a funk.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
But there's nothing more annoying when I come to have a conversation with you and what would you say? What would you say?
I hate it and I would love to change it, but I don't know how to. I hate it when I've just got Facebook up and we're probably like me, you and the kids are either in the middle of a conversation or there's a conversation happening and you know that I'm not listening, you know that I'm switched off. And then when I come back into the room, that feels horrible.
Do you remember when you went in a mood with me because I told you to put your phone down because Karen was trying to tell you something? This is a while ago and you'd picked your phone up and gone on Facebook.
No.
And I was like, I didn't put your phone down and you went in a really bad mood with me.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. We got over that. But yeah, like it's...
It is addictive. It's an addiction, but it's designed to be addictive. They want you to be addicted to it.
So why am I not addicted to it?
Because you're not as an addictive person as me. That's like saying why you're not addicted to alcohol or gambling or...
No, I get that. But then you're saying Facebook is designed or social media is designed to be addictive.
Uh-huh.
But then why is everyone not addicted to it?
I think more people are... some people are more susceptible to it.
Okay.
Like people with ADHD.
Oh, Adam, get off Facebook. I've got ADHD.
Yep.
That's what you'll be using now. I was very proud of Kayla because I'm sure she won't mind me saying this, but she deleted TikTok because she thought to herself, I'm spending too much time on this.
That is amazing.
Honestly, I was like, I was amazed and stunned at the same time because she has also got a bit of an addictive personality and... Yeah, and I was very, very proud of her.
Yeah. I don't know what I would do if you says get rid of Facebook.
I think you'd get rid of me.
I think no, I don't mean you, but I mean if Facebook went down, what would I do in my life?
Well, no, the panic would be your business, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
more than
of course.
anything. So I asked our friend who has a ADHD and has been diagnosed.
New segment. Ask the expert.
Ask the expert, yeah. And I asked him for his view on it, social media. Okay, so he thinks it's a good and a bad thing. I've not even read this, so I'm quite interested. It's good. It raises awareness of symptoms of ADHD and gets people thinking if they may have it. I think the best content is content that helps you to understand how people with ADHD think or might feel differently to the general population in different circumstances. Okay, I quite like that. Basically, helping other people see ADHD isn't just about being hyperactive or forgetful or being late. tackling the stereotypes to understand the emotional and mental impacts of ADHD and how tiring it can be for someone just living in a normal world.
Mm-hmm.
Hits the nail on the head, though, really, because what we've said before is, before we started doing this, ADHD to us was about, we just thought, oh, it's hyperactivity, but you're not hyper.
No.
Do you know what I mean? But he does think that social can be annoying for some reasons, though, because the way algorithms work, it can kind of feed an obsession. For someone who might not be diagnosed yet, who might think they have ADHD but aren't sure, they'll constantly get shown content that confirms it in their head. Hold your pen like this. But without,
I'm there. You've got it.
but without access to an assessment because of waiting lists or cost or private, they start to feel anxious and get obsessed with trying to find more info themselves without professional support. Which leads me to my other annoyance. Influencers who jump on the bandwagon of ADHD because it's a popular topic, then never post about it again. It's dangerous listening to some of the things they say about ADHD if they haven't experienced ADHD themselves, or through people close to them, or they've not got a medical professional like help.
That's
interesting.
That's very interesting. He's after a guest spot here.
Isn't it?
You found your new co-host.
He would be brilliant as a guest spot. But it's true though, because you see a lot of celebrities might come out and say, "Oh, I've just been diagnosed with ADHD," but then there's no follow up, is there? And it's like,
I've not seen so much of that, because the ones that I've seen are then deep dive and know everything about them. And the last one was, what was that guy for Hollyoaks that died?
Paul Dannon.
And, that was a rabbit hole. I was deep into that, but it's, I know what you mean.
Interesting though that he's got a for and against for both sides.
That was very, very good. That.
Thank you. Okay, so to finish off this segment, is it social media making it harder for everyone, or does ADHD amplify the effects?
Both. I think it is making it harder for everybody, but I think ADHD amplifies everything.
1,000,000%. I think if you, I don't want to say if you've got ADHD, that's not what I mean, but I think people with ADHD will probably experience the effect of social media more than what somebody without ADHD. So. Okay. And can it be a force for good if used mindfully?
Yeah. Well, it can look at work.
For our work, for example. So, obviously with the pod and stuff, we're trying to just build a community where it's safe to talk about it within a relationship and stuff.
So that can be good.
Yeah.
So you've got different, what used to be forums
is
now on Facebook groups and stuff, which is brilliant.
Okay.
Information-wise, you get a lot of information. So that's the other side of the coin of...
And I suppose it's more information from a real life perspective as well.
Yeah.
Even for anything. So I know that our friend, when she went for an operation for something, she was using Facebook a lot to join groups and stuff like that to ask about it, because
there's a group for everything, and that real life connection with people I think is brilliant. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. So to finalise, you've got an addiction problem.
Yeah. Surprise.
I don't think you've got ADHD, maybe you're just an addict, is that what we're saying.
Addicted to life.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on then to our 5-minute moan. Okay, I'll kick off.
Okay.
My 5-minute moan this week is basically all about e-cig liquids.
All right.
Oh. They're starting to become the bane of my life in our house.
I've lost them.
Oh, I know. And every 5 minutes... Have you seen some e-cig liquid? I feel like you need a better system with it. Not just that, though. No, I'm sorry. But you also don't put your empty ones in the bin. Come on. Stop leaving them on the little white table.
Okay. Sorry.
Thank you.
I've got a system. I've got that tin.
You've not.
I've got that tin in the conservatory that I keep them all in so that I know exactly where they are, and that's where I go and get them.
I feel like there's one in my car, there's one in your car, there's one in that tin, there's one... I don't know, just...
They are everywhere, and then when I go to buy more, I think, I never used all that. And no, I never. It's
you've not.
Everywhere.
But you don't even look for them either. It's just...
Because I know there's new ones in the car.
Right, so I think you need a better system, so you can come up with something like that.
Okay.
And then start putting the empty ones in the bin.
Okay, can you sort that for me?
Oh, it is so... Oh, you can't do it because you're bad back?
I'm bad back and I've got ADHD.
I've been saying that a lot to you recently because I feel like you're playing on it a little bit recently, let me tell you. Not just with the e-cigs either, but that's another conversation. Maybe that could be our topic next time. Does Adam play on his ADHD? But yeah, so...
Okay, I hear you.
Thank you.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can get you to do for that.
Me and Paul Cameron are like your...
My turn.
Yeah, go on.
Because of your ADHD, you've started collecting glasses next to your bed, and I just think it's disgusting. And I just wish you wouldn't. Just wish you wouldn't leave so many glasses there on that table.
So I hear you, and I don't know why I've been doing it recently, but like I've not been taking my empty glasses down.
No.
And can we just say that people are going to picture now like a mound of glasses, 2 maximum.
3.
Max, absolute max, and not all the time. Not like you, 4 or 5. It's because generally I'm taking the baby down. I can't carry the glasses well. And plus you've started bringing them down, so I think that's very nice of you.
Oh, there we go. First time ever you've done it. I won't do it because Adam will do it. Oh, I hear you.
I've got newly diagnosed ADHD, so newly self-diagnosed.
You've caught it again.
So I hear you. I will take them down. I'll balance it on Theo's head or something when I'm carrying them down the
If
stairs.
you could, please, that'd be good. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Okay, so just to finish off then, we ask you guys to get in contact with us for any good, bad and ugly stories that you might have about ADHD. You can email them to us at ADHDyourlife@gmail.com, or you can pop them on any of our socials, which are down below.
Or our brand new website that I've been working on.
Oh, yeah?
ADHDyourlife.com.
Yes. Okay, so I've just got a few little ditties for you. Okay. I got a few as well in about being tested, because then obviously we know that the progress that you've made carrying on. So after I first got tested, I went back to the doctor's office at a later date to review the results of the test. During the appointment, he asked me if I'm a detailed-oriented person or if I frequently make careless mistakes. I confidently said that I consider myself to be a very detailed-oriented person. His response: I was just wondering, because in this section on the line where it asked you for the date, you wrote your birthday. Unsurprisingly, I was diagnosed with ADHD that day. Do you find you have to like double check things if you're filling stuff out and that? Because okay. Somebody wrote that I went to get diagnosed and the start of the report opens with he was late for the appointment. That'll be you. Guaranteed that'll be you.
No, we've discussed it. I'm more a 3 hours early kind of guy.
Yeah, true, actually. Yeah. Somebody said they were 15 minutes late for the first appointment, although they left hours earlier, but because they went to the wrong building, they were in a place for dementia patients.
Oh, same thing.
Brilliant. Here's one for you. Went to visit my parents, went in through the gate, walked down the path next to the driveway and in the front door. I liked this one because it was you all over. After being there maybe like 20 minutes, Mum says, "Do you like our new caravan?" "What caravan?" was my reply. She looked at me stupid and replied, "The one you walk past on the driveway."
Oh, that is
100% you.
Yeah, very bad for that.
You don't notice
nothing.
Anything, do you? Why is that? Do you guys have tunnel vision?
I've got no idea.
You guys. Does your community?
I don't know.
Do you superheroes have tunnel vision?
I don't know what that is, but you could put something up in the wall in the living room. I don't know if I would ever notice it.
I might start trying. To be fair, the kids sometimes swap pictures, don't they? Make pictures and put them up in frames and stuff.
It's wasted on me.
And I find them, and then I remember Cameron did it the other week, and then he got that bored of waiting for you to notice it. He changed it back. I think this is. Oh no! So here is one. I never used to, that's how they start it, I love it. I never used to proofread text messages, and there'd been a lot of times where autocorrect was really wrong. Here's the worst one. They were out shopping, looking for dinner stuff for a nice evening to make dinner for his wife. He texted her that he'd picked up some fresh tilapia for him to enjoy. I don't know what that is, but I'm going with it. Her reply was, "If this is your idea of a joke, it's not funny." They were really confused, so they scrolled up and they were horrified that they'd wrote, "I picked up some cheap-looking Filipino for us to enjoy tonight." So it changed it, tilapia to Filipino. I absolutely love that. And then last one, after this person's shift, they went to the car and couldn't get the keys to work open, literally tried for 30 minutes. Finally panicked, called my dad, and he came in, and after 2 minutes he goes, "Isn't that your car over there?" I feel like, have you done that before?
I've done very, very similar. I've got in the wrong car before, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
somebody sitting in the driver's seat. Oh
Brilliant.
no!
Brilliant.
Oh, it's terrible. Yesterday I got into a car and forgot you were driving and got a very big fright.
Okay, you walked around the side. Was that yesterday? You walked around the side?
Yeah, I was on the phone, so I forgot you were driving.
Was you on Facebook?
I was on Facebook.
Of course you were. That's it for this week. Thank you so much for listening, watching. Don't forget to follow us on our socials, which are below.
Find us on Facebook. I'm there most of the time.
yeah, you are. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're really looking for followers on TikTok, so if you can give us a follow. We've just hit over 1,000 likes, which we were really proud about, wasn't we? But we've only got about 90 followers, so if you could give us a follow, that'd be amazing. But yeah, thanks for listening this week, and we'll see you next time.